to the 4 o'clock game, bracket D. Greenwich Aquatics 18U versus Royal 559. Richard Kaczynski poolside, as always. Bring you all the live action. 85 degrees, lovely Corona, California. We're at Corona High School. Dry, hot day. And Greenwich, of course, coming off a win this morning, 22-6 against Commerce. So we'll get ready for the pregame. And with that, Greenwich Aquatics ready to take the water. I don't know if you caught that, the commentary from Coach Jamie. Looks like the ball will be set from the other side. We're broadcasting now from the other side of the pool, just so you know. And let me go ahead and give you the lineup as I can see who's going to be leading the swim-off. And it looks like Kaczynski will lead swim, cap 6, followed by Sogard, 10. That's Vilas. Ewald, cap 5. Ryan Milan, goal, cap 1. Cap 12, Chase Wilson. Luke Nelson, cap 11. And Ryan Ohl, cap 2. Standing by, we've got John Magda-Kalitsa, Jack Delane, Emil Sogard, Chongor Bartusik, Tyler Fahey standing up, cap 11, and Connor Ohl, cap 14. Coach Jamie, James Walker also here, and JP Ohl, assistant coaching. And so, okay, wait a sec. I guess the swim-off's now going to be from this side. So it's hard to tell who's got the ball. Who's got the game ball? All right, let's see. Is it going to be Kaczynski or Ohl? Royal 559s from Central California, so kind of they're close by. Some discussion about who's got a game ball. Okay, looks like we've got a game ball. And again, any feedback from the peanut gallery is appreciated. Okay, Kaczynski's going to lead us off. Greenwich Aquatics against Royal 5-5. Is it Royal 559? Royal 559. And Kaczynski will pick it up, and he'll go over to Ewald. Sorry, the ref is right in my line of sight. Over to Kaczynski. Kaczynski with the ball, looking over. Kaczynski over to ordinary foul. Kaczynski over to Sogard. Vilas over. In the center is Wilson. Wilson fires it, just goes over the crossbar. Now we'll go back the other way. Greenwich now on the defense. Greenwich is in white caps. They're defending the eastern goal. Kaczynski in the hole. Looks to be Ewald. And Royal in dark caps, moving the ball around. They go in the center. Ewald is there. And first blood drawn by Royal. And now we're going to go back the other way. So Greenwich will reset. Royal draws first blood. In the water, Nelson, Ole, Wilson, Sogard, Kaczynski, and Ewald with the ball. Melee in goal. Kaczynski with the ball. Looking across, over to Sogard. Sogard looking, back to Kaczynski. Into the center to Wilson. Wilson fires, just goes wide. Now we go back the other way. Royal will take it in. Ewald is there. Wilson's there. Kaczynski applying. Ordinary foul. Ewald. You got Luke Nelson. Luke just reaches over. Nice job by the freshman at USC, Luke Nelson. And the ball will come over up to Kaczynski. Kaczynski over to Ewald. Ewald looking. Ewald in the center. You got Ryan Ole calling for it. Ball goes to Nelson. Nelson to Kaczynski. Kaczynski to Sogard. Sogard back to Ewald. Ewald into Wilson. Wilson's going to get a third shot, and that's going to go wide. And 4:43 to go in the first period. Greenwich down 0-1. Royal take the ball up. Engaging will be Ewald. They'll come across Luke Nelson. Nelson applying pressure. Nelson just rolling over, but no foul called. At least an ordinary foul. Ole engaging. In the hole is Kaczynski on hold set. Ball goes over the crossbar. Melee will distribute. Melee shoots it up to Ewald. Ewald. Back to Nelson. Nelson surveying. Back to Ewald. Coming across is Ole. They launch it to Ole. Oh, and Ole with a backhand flicks it back in. Ryan Ole puts it in to make it 1-1 on the assist from Thomas Ewald. So Royal will reset. And back we go. In the water, Nelson, Ole, Ewald, Kaczynski, Sogard, Wilson, Melee. Ball back to goalie. Goalie looking up the pool. Goalie will launch. Kaczynski will look to apply pressure. Ordinary foul on him. He'll back off. Ordinary on Sogard. Nope, they're going to call that. So that will be an exclusion. Man up 6-on-5 for Royal. Aquatics. Looking. Wilson. Nelson. Back. Throwing it around. Aquatics arms up. Nice block. And now the ball will go back the other way. So Royal not able to convert on that possession. 3:10 to go first period. Melee distributes up to Fahey, who's back, who's in now. And Fahey in for Sogard. Ewald. Ewald looking back to Kaczynski. Kaczynski's going to swim it up. He's looking, sees Wilson, and that will count, and that will make it 2-1. 2:56 to go first period. So Royal will reset. In the water, as I said before, Fahey is in for Sogard. We've gotten Chase Wilson will engage. Ball up over to Kaczynski. It's 1-1 on, it should be 2-1 on the goal, on the board. Kaczynski applying pressure. And Fahey, ordinary foul. And back now, Ryan Ole. And we're going to keep an eye on that scoreboard. And they'll shoot. Melee blocks it, and it'll be a rebound and a fresh shot clock. And Royal's going to maintain possession. Clock's out. And the clock goes out. The scoreboard goes out. It is 2-1. And there's no clock at all. We have no clock that we're playing. You got Kaczynski, Fahey, Nelson, and Wilson in the hole. Nice block by Ole. And the referees, and that was a 30-second. They're doing it by hand. So we're at 2-1. Keep an eye on that score. It's 2-1. And we're not sure what time is running. And now Royal will go back the other way. And applying pressure. Grant Royal is getting set. They're looking to kind of feed it. Kaczynski engages. And coming across. Wilson's there. Mealy with another stop. Royal gets another shot at it. You come back out. And now Wilson's going to apply pressure. And Wilson keeps going, applying pressure in. Bartusik's there. Ball, good effort by Royal. Mealy will stop it. 2-1. Clock is reset at 7, but we're probably about 2 minutes in. 2 minutes left. 2-1. Score is right. Kaczynski will pick up the ball. Kaczynski over to Fahey. Fahey over to Wilson. Oh, Wilson just can't muscle it back. And now we'll go back the other way. So 35 seconds in the first period remaining. 2-1, Greenwich up by 1. Across the pool. And changing control, offensive foul. And now we'll go back the other way. Fahey swimming it up. Fahey, of course, the rising senior from Darien. Fahey across the pool to Ole, just a little bit wide. It shoots back to Kaczynski. Kaczynski's wide open, but a lot of bodies in there. He's going to fire it, and it's blocked. And the ball's picked up by Nelson. Nelson fires it, and Nelson picks up the rebound to make it 3-1. Nice job by Luke Nelson. So now Royal will reset, and we're probably about 10 seconds left in the first period. Very little time left. 3-1. Luke Nelson able to pick it up. Royal shoots, and that ball will go wide, and that will end the first period where the score is 3-1. Greenwich is guest in this case, and they're wearing white caps against Royal in dark caps. So we're going to go on mute, and we will be back in a moment. And anyone who wants to text, let me know how we're doing. Appreciate the feedback always. Okay, and we're back to start the beginning of the second period. To catch you up, score is 3-1. Greenwich leads by 2. And in the water, lead swim will be Charlie Kaczynski, followed by Tyler Fahey. Cap 11, 3, Chongo Bartusek. Ryan Mealy, number 1 in goal. 8 is Jack Delane. And Luke Nelson, number 7. And so off we go, and let's see Kaczynski coming off his state championship, if that'll Work to his advantage. A little bit shot, just out touched. And we're underway. Second period of play. 3-1. 6:48 to go. Royal in dark caps. Greenwich in white. Greenwich defending the eastern goal. Tyler Fahey applying pressure. In the hole, Kaczynski on hold set. Royal working the ball around. You're going to fire it. Miele will stop it. Great job by the graduating senior on his way to Brown next year. Play for Coach Felix. Bartusik now, cap 3, over to Kaczynski. Kaczynski 6. Kaczynski will be heading to Santa Clara next year. Warmer climate from Connecticut. Over to Fahey. Fahey looking, scanning, back to Kaczynski. Kaczynski in the hole, 2. Looked like Ryan Ohl, and it was Ryan Ohl. Ryan, the rising senior, committed to and Royal will reset. Glad you could join us. 4:15 here in Corona, California. Beautiful California day. Hot, dry. Royal, ball. Kaczynski applies pressure. Ball comes back over. Applying pressure. You've got Luke Nelson. Closer to your screen. Miele in goal. Jack Delane to hold it set. In D. Delane and Bartusik. Bartusik. Looked like Bartusik caused a disruption. Nice steal. And now we'll go back the other way. Good job by Chongor. I believe it's who had that. Luke Nelson. Nelson looking. Cap 7 over to Ohl. Ohl. Across to Kaczynski. 5:15 to go. 4-1. Fahey. Kaczynski. Kaczynski cross to Ohl. Sneaking it in there. Just not able to do it. 5:03 to go. Royal will take the ball up. They'll distribute. Second period of play. Applying pressure, Fahey, number 11. Bring the ball back out. Working it around, applying pressures. Ohl and Royal just posts up, and they'll put that in and make it 2-4. 4:39 to go. Second period. Greenwich will reset. In the water, Luke Nelson, Ryan Ohl, Jack Delane and set. Chongor Bartusik with the ball over to Kaczynski. Fahey at the top of your screen. Ball goes to Fahey. Fahey back into the center to Delane. Delane back to Fahey. Fahey looking. Fahey shoots it into Ohl. And exclusion, man up for Greenwich. 6-on-5. Let's see if they can convert. Go around the horn, back to Kaczynski. Ohl, Fahey. Cross, that's Ohl. Ohl back to Nelson. Nelson looking. And looks like we had an offensive foul. So now Royal's going to take it in. 4-2, 3:58 to go, second period. Across the pool, Luke Nelson's there, back. Working around, both squads at full strength, obviously. They shoot, blocked by Ohl, and stays in play, but now it's changing control, and Miele will take the ball at the pool. 3:33 to go, 4-2. Greenwich ahead by 2. Miele up to Kaczynski. Kaczynski swimming it up. Goes across, and exclusion. Now man up Greenwich, 6-on-5. They get a second shot at it. 3:16 to go on the clock, 4-2. And a beautiful, beautiful shot. Who was on the assist? Who was the assist? Who assisted, you know? Who? So Luke over to Ryan for the Luke on the assist to Ryan Ohl for the score. 5-2. And we'll do a quick change in lineup. We've got Wilson in Fahey and Delane out, doing their job well. And we've got Sogard and Wilson in. Two seniors, Wilson off to Pepperdine, Sogard off to Harvard. Royal. Look at the ball around. Kaczynski on D. Bartusek on D. And that, but for the grace of God and the crossbar. Miele's able to keep that out. Ole picks it up. Quick turn. Signature move. Look, keeping around. No whistle. And we'll go back the other way. 2:32 to go. 5-2. Greenwich leads by 3. Royal will distribute. Up the pool. Wilson will engage. Over to Sogard engaging. Now Kaczynski engaging. Ordinary. He'll back up. He'll slow down the play. Ball kind of, they play it wide. They go in the center. Kaczynski's applying pressure. Great job. Ordinary foul, requires a pass, but slows down the momentum. Sogard now. And that will, shot clock burned out. Nice job by both Kaczynski and Sogard to prevent the players from moving forward. Sogard. Sogard moving the ball up. Sogard looks across the pool. Sogard to Bartusek. Bartusek to Nelson. There was a change in control. Looked like, I guess, offsides of some sort. And now we'll go back the other way. 1:39 to go, 5-2. Greenwich leads by 3, having been down at the beginning. Sogard. Vilas applying pressure. Ball's over. Kaczynski applying pressure. Ordinary foul, just back off. Beautiful save by Miele with a rebound back to the 5-meter mark, and Sogard's there to scoop it up. Beautiful job by Ryan. Miele. Bartusek, 3, moving the ball up. Bartusek looking. Bartusek can swim it up, plenty of water, throws it over to Sogard. Sogard looking. Sogard fires and finds the back of the net to make it 6-2. 1 minute left. Second period. Let's go, Greenwich! Aquatics will get back in position as they reset. Say, these kids from Australia are very polite. They do not walk in front of your camera, they duck. I thought that's impressive. Royal will reset. One of them in an Australia suit on, but Royal resetting in dark, in the water, bottom to top. Luke Nelson, Ryan Ole, Chase Wilson, Charlie Kaczynski, Vilas Sogard, Chongar Bartusek, and Miele. Wilson will aggressively go up, as does Kaczynski. Ordinary foul. Ball comes across. Sogard will now engage. Kaczynski back applying pressure, looking to push the player back. Ordinary foul. Ball comes up. Sogard applying pressure. Shot clock coming down. Sogard, great job changing control. And we're going to get an exclusion, man up. 5-meter. And now Greenwich will go up to take a 5-meter shot. And that'll be done by Ryan Ole. Ryan Ole take the 5-meter. That was essentially, what type of call was it? A rolled? Yeah. Yeah. So a little bit of rough play by Royal. Ole will take the 5-meter, and it's a permanent man up for Aquatics. 29 seconds to go, 6-2, and Ole will make that count. That'll make it 7-2, and now Greenwich will reset. And it's a man-up situation for Greenwich. Okay, Greenwich will bring it back into play. And Luke Nelson Sorry with the camera angle here. It's hard to figure out what's what. Luke Nelson. Nelson. And temporary pause in play. 21 seconds to go, 7-2. Greenwich leads by 5. Referee's asking for the ball. And a little discussion on the sideline. And looks like there's going to be a conference. And now and one thing that Coach Jamie knows is the rules as an NC2A ref. So Royal will reset. 21 seconds on the clock, and it's a permanent man up for Greenwich as we wrap up the quarter. Royal will bring the ball in. Goalie will bring it in. So catching you up, if you missed it, one of the Royal players received a penalty. I'm not sure if it's like brutality. It might have been brutality, but essentially the player's out for the remainder of the quarter. And Royal will play man down for the rest of this quarter. Clock is out. Clock is out, as is the scoreboard. Kaczynski on D, applying pressure, looking to get the ball, ordinary foul. Royal with possession of the ball. Royal will look to shoot it off the crossbar. And they're gonna, and that's the end. And the scoreboard is out a second time. It was 7-2 earlier. So now boys will switch sides. There is no score on the scoreboard. It's the second time the score is out. Someone keeping track?
Yes,
Okay. That they scored that, I believe. Okay, so the goal score is now 7-3. We'll have to definitely keep track of that. So we will be right back. All right, welcome back. Looks like we've got the scoreboard fixed, 7-3 going into the fourth quarter. Is a question about whether Royal will return with 6 players plus a goalie or 5 players plus a goalie. Let me catch you up on the lineup for the start of the third quarter. Luke Nelson, cap 7, followed by, looks like Changor Bartusik. Ryan Miele will be in goal, followed by Chase Wilson, followed by Charlie Kaczynski, and Vilas Sogard. And looks like Ole will be hopping back in the water. Ole is getting back in. I think Ole's going to lead our swim off. So this will be going into the third period. Royal getting their players in. And Ole will lead swim, followed by Nelson. And Royal, at this point, looks to be full strength in the water. No, looks to be 5 in the water plus goalie. So they are man down. Greenwich has a chance to capitalize on that. Some last-minute referee discussions, getting things set at the table. If someone could send me a chat, send me a video, send me a link and let me know how we're doing. Ryan Ole will do the swim off. He'll go back to Nelson, but Bartusek will chase it down. And now we'll go back the other way. Kaczynski, the senior, on his way to Santa Clara, as we said before. I'll give people highlights there. Kaczynski over to Sogard. Thank you, Christina, for the feedback. Ole to Sogard. That's Vilas. Vilas back over to Nelson. Nelson winding up, and he fires it back of the net, crossed cage. Luke Nelson, senior, now freshman at USC. And Aquatics will make it 8-3. As we said before, Vilas Sogard will head off to Harvard. And Royal in possession. Again, it's 5 for the Royal players. They're playing man down for the next several minutes. 6:14 to go, third period. Exclusion now. It's even strength, 5-5. Wilson, Ole applying pressure. Even strength, Kaczynski holding on, looking, and change direction. Mile will pick the ball up. Now we'll go back the other way. Mile will look to distribute. Mile looks up the pool. It's 5-on-5. Wait, 1, 2, 3. So again, full strength for Greenwich. Sorry, Kaczynski will take the ball up. 5:40 to go, third period. Greenwich leads 8-3. Sogard, 5 seconds. Wilson was there. Beautiful play. Wilson's there, and like the Loch Ness Monster, Wilson emerges from the depths of the pool to fire it to make it 10-3. Now we'll reset. A little bit of trash talk from the pool. And Aquatics lining up. Now it's 9-3. Okay, I believe that's the actual score, 9-3. They had it 10-3 earlier. So again, Greenwich is permanent man up for some time for a brutality call. Wilson applying pressure. Kaczynski will come in to apply pressure. Sogard applying pressure. And Royal with the ball, looking. They have to be efficient with their passing, given the number of players. And beautiful, Nelson reaches in, just scoops it up. And now we'll go back the other way at 5:04, 9-3. And I appreciate the Emmy nomination. Ryan Ole, far side of the pool, likes Kaczynski. Kaczynski looking. Kaczynski over to Sogard. Greenwich kind of tightening the noose. Ewald is posting up there. Ryan Ole there. Fired! And not going to happen. Got blocked. Nice job by Royal. Good effort. Ole just kind of hanging there. 4:30 to go. 9-3. Royal in possession of the ball. Ryan Ole. Going across in the hole. Miele. Beautiful chop by Miele. And he stops the progression. The ball will come up to Sogard. Sogard to fire up to Ole. And Ole by his lonesome. And Ole will fire it in to make it count. 10-3. 4:06 to go. Third period of play. Royal will reset. Again, Greenwich is a permanent man up for this period. I think at the 3-something mark, Royal will be able to send a new player in. They're going to change a line in. And Aquatics is waiting as Royal resets. 5 players in for Royal plus the goalie. And Greenwich, 6 players at full strength. Plus goalie makes 7. In the water, Sogard, Kaczynski, Wilson, Ewald, Nelson, and Miele in goal. 4:06 to go. Engaging is Kaczynski, applying pressure, ordinary foul. He'll back off. He'll come up over. Sogard is there applying pressure. You're going to kind of throw that one out and go across. Kaczynski will look to get a steal. Applying pressure. Ordinary foul. Royal take the ball back out. And Nelson is there. And 3:41, and now we got man-up situation for Royal. Sorry, now it's even situation for Royal, 5-on-5. Royal looking to get it in, pop it up. There's looking for another shot. Miele will just kind of catch that. And now we'll go back the other way. 10-3. And now Royal will be back at full strength. Wilson with the ball. Wilson fires it in. 11-3 at 3:12 to go. So now Royal will be back at full strength. And Royal will reset. 11-3. Third period, 3:12 on the clock to go. We'll reset. Royal will be taking the ball in. Greenwich in white. Referees talking a little bit. Okay, now we're on. Full strength for the Royal squad. And Sogard will apply pressure. Ball across. You've got Connor Rolls now in, along with Ewald. Connor. They're looking to just kind of change and control. That bucket will not count. Score is still 11-3. And huge thanks to Tej, my #1 fan. Big shout out to TJ Nelson, keeping the home fires lit for everybody. Royal looking to make something happen, not going to do it. And Connor Old able to kind of scoop up the deflection. Looked like we had Fahey in there and Ewald. Miele will look to distribute. He'll come up to Sogard. Sogard, apply pressure. You can feel the temperature heating up in the pool as the clock kind of starts winding down. Delane in the hole. And we got a timeout. 2:12 to go, 11-3 for Aquatics. They held on and took advantage of a man-up situation for 4 minutes. Okay, and that'll wrap up the timeout. And now Aquatics will get back in the water. A little bit of strategery from Coach Jamie. And both squads are at full strength now. Miele swims up. Over to Ewald. Ewald. Back and forth. Sogard. Ole. Nelson's posting. Sogard was there. Back to Connor Ole, who just does a quick stutter shot to make it 12-3. 1:59 to go, third period. Nice job by the rising junior from Greenwich. Royal will reset. In the water is 14, Connor Ole, 10, Vilas Sogard, 5, William Ewald, 2, Ryan Ole, 7, Luke Nelson, and 8, Jack Delane, who is approaching the ball right now. And we'll go over. Nelson will hunt that one down on the strong side. And Royal will look to kind of get the ball back in to get a shot at it. Shot clock winding down. And Royal dumps it, but they throw it out at 1:30. 12-3, Greenwich leads by 9. Miele up to Nelson. Nelson scoops it up. And Ryan Ole swimming up. Ryan looking. Ryan kind of spinning and shoots from the depths of the pool to make it 14-3. 1:11 to go. 14-3 or 13? Was it? Is this 13 now? That's accurate. They hit it quickly, so okay. So 13-3, and now Royal will reset. Same players for Greenwich in the water at the moment. 1:11 to go in the third period. Connor Ole. And nice effort by Royal, and Ewald just kind of created a diversion there. Miele was able to deflect it off his fingertips, and now that will go to the 2-meter mark at the other side of the pool. And they'll kind of bring it in. It's like kind of the equivalent of out of bounds. And now Royal will hunt it down, get the ball around. Connor Ole comes in and apply pressure. Royal looking. Top of the pool is Luke Nelson. Ryan Ole. Luke applies pressure. Now Luke will try to chase down, covering his zone. And Royal feeds it in the center. And nice play by the Royal team. Hard to stop that. And the clock is now gone out, so it's 13-4, I think. And somewhere within a minute left. They're having problems with this, with the electronics here, for sure. Now Royal will reset. Sorry, Greenwich will reset. And the referees go to kind of a manual. .111 on the clock. (13-4), we decided. Current score is 13-4. Greenwich resetting. Ewald will give the ball to Delane. Delane will go back to Ewald. Royal applying pressure, ordinary foul. Ewald up to Luke Nelson. Luke Nelson surveys the pool. Luke over to Ole. Ryan fires just off the bar. About 40 seconds left in this third period. 4-13. Ryan Ole. Now Ewald. Probably about 20 seconds left, give or take. Yep, 20 seconds left. And now it's man-up exclusion on Greenwich. Man-up situation for Royal, and Royal's coach will call timeout. They'll talk it through, think about what they're going to do. And Greenwich will come poolside. They'll take advantage of it. the clock is out again, so about 10 seconds left. And Aquatics will come back in. Looks like Tyler Fahey is in. Charlie Kaczynski's in, cap 6. Fahey's 11. Delane 8. Ewald 5. Ryan Ohl, cap 2. Ryan Miele in goal, of course. 14 is Connor Ohl. And Greenwich will reset, and it's a possession by Royal. So they're going to take advantage of that. 13-4. It's a man-up situation for Royal. 6-on-5. Across the pool. Going across. You got Fahey and Ewald in the hole, and Ryan Ohl with a steal. They're not going to allow it. So now Royal will get the ball back again. Royal shoots it over. Royal looking, and Ohl gets it again. And that will now we'll go back the other way. And we've got a few seconds left, 1 second. And Connor Ohl shoots it, and that wraps the third quarter where the score is 13-4. We will be right back. I'm going to go on mute, and you can enjoy the lovely, actually I'm going to let the lovely sounds of Corona, California. All right, we're about to wrap up the fourth and final quarter. The shot clock is kerflooey. Kathy, you're keeping a tick mark? 13-4, yeah. So 13-4 in the fourth quarter. And we'll give you a sense of who's in the water and who's doing what. Ryan Ohl will lead the swim-off, followed by Charlie Kaczynski, followed by Thomas Ewald. Ryan Miele in goal. Chase Wilson, Tyler Fahey, and Vilas Sogard is in the weak side. So the referees are just chatting a little bit and getting set. Of course, Ryan Miele in goal, as I just said. And do we know what tomorrow's game schedule looks like? Okay, so we will, through the group chat, we will let people know what's going on. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. And then I will post the game probably in the next couple hours. So if you visit the YouTube channel this evening, you will be able to see what the next game will be. Ryan Ohl wins a swim-off over to Kaczynski, over to Ewald. 13-4, 6:53 to go in this fourth and final period. Ball down to Fahey, number 11, the rising senior from Darien. Over to Sogard. Sogard taking his time, looking, finding the open man in the center, feeding Wilson. Exclusion, man up for Greenwich, 6 on 5. Greenwich will go back and take another shot at it. Ryan Ole over to Kaczynski. Kaczynski back to Fahey, to Ole, back to Ewald. And Ewald, the gazelle, pops it in. Nice shot by the good doctor from Greenwich, 14-4. Royal will reset. And our shot clock is now back on again at 6:20. Chase Wilson applies pressure. Sogard applies pressure. Ewald is there on D. You got Ewald and Kaczynski. Kaczynski gets an arm on it. Great job by William Ewald. And then Kaczynski was able to wrestle it away. And now Miele will distribute. 14-4, 5:56 to go. Over to Kaczynski. Kaczynski looking, shoots to Sogard. Sogard looking. Sogard shoots it. Beautiful cross cage shot to the left-hand side to make it 15-4. In the 6-minute range as Royal will reset. And TJ, I'm expecting you to send a little chat message to me. Maybe let me know how the weather is back in the great nutmeg state of Connecticut. Or what your brother Austin had for dinner tonight. Royal will take the ball in. Applying pressure now will be Ryan Ole. Ryan Ole looking. Kaczynski goes to get the steal and does. Great steal by Kaczynski. Jumps out and grabs it and he'll go back to set to Miele. 15-4, 5:24 to go in the fourth period. Up to Ewald. Ewald, this graduating senior on his way to MIT. And beautiful shot. Wilson just grabbed it and popped it in. Beautiful play on the assist from Ryan Ole. Nice job by Chase Wilson. 6 on 6. 16-4. 5:10 to go in the period. Wilson applies pressure. Ball goes back to the goalie. He's going to reset it. He goes up. Sogard is there, applying pressure. Go up. And you've got Magda Kalitsa's in, cap 9. So Magda Kalitsa is in as well as Wilson, Ole, and Kaczynski. And it looked to kind of roll. Ewald, great job. Just grabs the ball, goes back. Nice job by the graduating senior. He'll go up to Kaczynski. Kaczynski with the ball. Kaczynski shoots over to Sogard. On the weak side, Sogard will look to do an assist. He's going to fire over. It just goes too far. Ewald couldn't quite get a handle on it, and now the ball will go back the other way. 4:27 to go. Fourth period, 16-4. Broadcasting live from Club Champs. Charlie Kaczynski applying pressure. In the hole, Magda Kalitsa. Magda Kalitsa reaches over, and referees don't like that, so now it's 6 on 5 for Royal. Royal man up, power play situation. Still playing, no timeout. Nope, sorry, that's going to be a 5-meter. My bad. Okay. 5-meter, and Royal will take it. Miele. And hard to stop that. 16-5. 4:04 to go in the period. Emil Sogard coming in, number 4. So Sogard is in, the rising junior from Greenwich, with his brother Vilas, who now has the ball. So Vilas and Emil down here on the weak side. And now we're going to go back the other way. Shout out to brother Mauna. who likes his water a little colder than this. Ball across. Emil's there, as is the referee. Sorry about that. That's just my position here on the bench. And now Miele will distribute. Miele up to Kaczynski. Kaczynski over to Ewald. Ewald looking to find a spot. Ordinary foul. Ewald backs up, goes across to Sogard. Sogard grabs it. In the hole is Wilson. You got Kaczynski and Emil. Over to Ole. And a tough shot there just over the crossbar. 3:02 to go in the fourth period, 16-4. Chase Wilson will hunt it down. Vilas applied some pressure. Ball goes out. In the center, you've got Emil Sogard and Vilas Sogard. A dynamic duo. Shot goes wide left. Ball back to Miele. Miele will distribute, but we'll take a timeout first. 2:27 to go in the fourth period, 16-4. Greenwich leads by 12. Okay, in the water is Ryan Ole, Emil Sogard, cap 4, Chase Wilson, cap 12, Charlie Kaczynski, cap 6, William Ewald, cap 5, Vilas Sogard, cap 10, and Ryan Miele, goal 1A. Or 1, sorry, not 1A, 1. 16-5. So Coach Jamie using the opportunity, stop the clock. Kind of an errant ball from Carlsbad. We'll get that back in the practice area. Miele would distribute up to Ewald. Ewald over to Emil Sogard. Emil Sogard looking over to Vilas. Vilas looking, winding up, and he shoots it. Beautiful placement, top left. Nice job, Vilas. 17-5. Shot clock is good, but the 2:15 to go. Sorry, now the scoreboard's been on, been off, been on, been off. It's 2:10 to go in the fourth period. Sogard, Ryan Ole. Ryan Ole applying pressure. Ewald, great job. Kaczynski. Ball's back. Ole applying pressure. You go in the center. You got Sogard was there. Royal will make that count. I'm going to change my position here, and I'm going to use a different way because I've got kind of an obstacle in front. If I see it over here. Sorry, guys. Just gotta get out of the way. The referee's doing his job, but I can't see anything. Okay, so, yeah, I'm good. All right, Greenwich will reset. Royal has a nice shot. They take it in. And now we'll go. Bartusek is in, cap 3. Over at Sogard. Sogard with the ball. Goes back to Bartusek. Sogard fires it to just over the side. And now Royal will take it back the other way. 1:19 to go in the period. Bartusek. Royal, nice job. Chase, good position. Now Miele will distribute. Miele up to Bartusek. Bartusek over to Sogard. Sogard looking in the. You got Ryan Oles over there. You got Ewald. Kaczynski's back. He'll go to Kaczynski. Kaczynski will look. He'll shoot over to Ewald. Ordinary foul. Ewald looking to pass and too late. Shot clock's over within 36 seconds of the game. 17-6. Greenwich leads. So Royal moves the ball up quickly. Into set. Ewald is there. Bartusek is there. 15 seconds. Wilson, they shoot. That goes wide. Now we'll go back the other way. 6 seconds. And that will wrap the game. 3 seconds. And that's it. That will wrap the game. We will post on the YouTube channel the next game. So check in later this evening or first thing in the morning to see what time and against whom Greenwich will play. Great to see you. Richard Kaczynski broadcasting live from Corona High School in Corona, California. Have a good night.